The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Great God in the building. My guy. Welcome to the show.
Bro? How you?
So we was just discussing where you're from. So you're from the BX originally.
Nah.
Brownsville. Sorry. You said Brownsville, and I thought you said Bronx earlier.
Yeah.
So you're from Brownsville, and then you moved up to Syracuse.
I've been in Syracuse since 99.
Okay.
Before that, I was in Rochester, New York. Yeah.
Oh, so you was in Rochester, too.
I was in Rochester, Syracuse, you know what I'm saying? Brownsville, Des Moines, Iowa. I've been everywhere.
Time out.
Everywhere, yeah.
Des Moines, Iowa.
515, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
What's there to do in Des Moines?
Get money and everything. And it's the same there as anywhere else, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know how it is, gang. Everywhere is the same. It's the same dynamic, getting money, you know what I'm saying? Going to school, you know.
Did you like moving around that much?
After leaving, yeah, I like moving around just because, you know, the nature of the business that I was in. You know what I'm saying? I needed to always be moving and grooving and doing different shit. You know what I'm saying? So moving around, I mean, I was older when I started moving around and venturing and, you know what I'm saying? And going all these different places. But yeah, I stick and move, man.
You stay moving around.
Yeah, I stay moving around.
So wait, were you like pursuing music while you were moving around from all these different places too?
So, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? The thing with the music is it always been off and on, like 1 foot in, 1 foot doing the street shit, 1 foot doing the music shit.
Right.
And then till I realized, like, that don't really work, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really just be honed in on doing one thing and one thing only, you know what I'm saying? Once I realized that this ain't gonna work if I don't give it my all, then everything start flourishing. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get the birth of great God. It's like, okay, now, boy, serious.
Yeah.
It's about to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna get where, you know, it's getting where it's supposed to be at. But it don't really happen like that unless you all the way in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta treat it like a business. So once I realized that, it was like, okay, I know what to do now.
Right. I feel like when I have artists come up here, like I think of like someone like Albie Al, right? Where Albie Al comes up here and he's like, yo, the 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit don't work.
Nah.
He's like, you gotta be either all in one or all in the other.
Yeah.
And then you gotta stick to that too, because if you're trying to balance both sides, it's like trying to balance having two different jobs at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just, you can't focus on one thing because the other one gonna fuck you up somehow.
Yeah, you're gonna lack in the other one. You know what I'm saying? And then with this music shit, it's like, if you say I come here and I'm on my radio promo one right now for Snowday EP.
Yeah.
And then I go back to Syracuse and I don't come back around the city for 3 more weeks. Everything I just did is null and void. You know what I'm saying? It's like I ain't even do it.
Yeah.
So you gotta be all the way in or either all the way out.
And you all the way in right now.
I'm all the way in right now.
All the way in.
Shit is looking crazy right now.
Well, before we get to the new deal, I gotta say you are probably the first non-drill artist to wear their mask in an interview. I'm not even gonna lie, because it's either they from the UK, because you know the UK they've been doing the masks way before over here, or they from out here, they from the Bronx or something like that, and they always got their mask on. There's a few artists who I've never like actually seen they like real face. You know what I'm saying? Some of them will do it, take the mask off, come back, whatever. But like, I've never met an artist who makes the type of music you make, or like an artist besides a quote unquote drill artist always have the mask on.
Yeah, I never ever, like, they don't know what I look like. Concentrate on these bars. You know what I'm saying? Concentrate on what's being said and not who's saying it. So that's my whole thing with the mask. I've been wearing the mask for like 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing the mask before COVID, but I made a living wearing the mask too. So
yeah,
you heard, like, and so, you know, my mask thing is different, but like you said, all of the UK, shout out to my man Rock Marciano. I just did a mean record with him in UK. It's called
shout out him,
yeah. So it's going crazy in the UK right now. The Godface Driller, he wear his mask too.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time, like all the time. That's all he, you know. So it was a perfect match. But yeah, I keep my mask on just for that, you know. Right. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to these darts, because this rap is totally different than what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. With when I was talking to this one kid from the UK, his name's Trap Times 10. He does the same thing, right? And he says like, okay, he also uses it, right? Obviously, you know, the Sheisties have multiple purposes depending on who you are and whatever. But he was like, oh, it's good for me because no one's ever seen me without the mask on or like, you know, publicly, you know, people
Yeah.
online, whatever. So he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I could take the mask off and be in another country or whatever, and like no one will ever know who I am.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have you found that also kind of like let's say you were like, oh, I'm about to go to Cali, right? And you could just walk around, face out, no one's gonna know.
Hell yeah, I do that all the time. I get off the stage, I'll be on stage with Rock Marcy, an Alchemist, right? I get off the stage and go right through the middle of the crowd. Cause if I'm on stage, I'll probably have my coat on or something. So I take my coat off and I'll go mingle with the people. They be like, yo, who was that with that mask? Oh, yeah, nah, son was hot. Or he was whack, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's better that I can move around and do whatever I want to do. My daughter, my daughter, Cece, she hate going to the mall with me without a mask because everybody want to stop and talk. You know what I'm saying? Before I was in the mask, you know, she like, if I go to the mall with Dad, I got to stop and talk to 20 people. Everybody want to talk to him. So now, with GREA8GAWD, it's like, nah, I take the mask off. I'm just regular old Taj. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you can just, you know, be you outside of the music shit too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So new deal, congratulations. You got a new deal with Rock Marcy, right?
How you know about that already?
Oh man, I'm like Nardwuar. I'm supposed to know everything, right?
This guy's Nardwuar, man. Word.
So tell me about this deal. Let's start with how you and Rock first got connected to each other.
So I met Rock Marcy. One day I was on a video shoot with Ito from Rochester. And I know that him and Rock had a relationship, right? So I said, yo, man, I need some Rock Marcy beats, Ito. So he called Rock right then and on the spot. You know, some people will be like, yeah, I'm going to put it together. I got you. And it'll never happen. Ito called him right then and there, put me on the phone with him. He was like, nah, send me some records so I can see what your style like. So I sent him some records. And he just started sending me mad emote flames like, yo, nah, you different. Like, well, hold on. Like, what the fuck is that? What's going on? Where you been at? So then after that, man, it was just like a genuine, he was putting me in his story. The day he did Rolling Stone, that he made the cover of Rolling Stone, he telling the people, look out for GREA8GAWD. You know what I'm saying? They talking about him. You know people don't share their social media, Gabe.
Yeah.
At that same time, he like, nah, y'all talking about me, but watch him. You understand what I'm saying? And he put me in this, and it just grew organically. So now we talk about everything but rap every other day. You know what I'm saying? So he like, nah, God, you need to be over here with us. I'm like, yeah, that sound like that's the plan. You know what I'm saying? So we discussed it, and you know, finally, I don't know how you found out so fast, but yeah, it's official now. Part of Empire, Rock Marcy, Knowledge the Pirate. We got a show in Brooklyn on the 11th. I don't know if this is gonna come out before, but March 11th, GREA8GAWD will be in the building, and you know that'll be the first official announcement of GREA8GAWD.
That's fire,
being
bro.
with Empire. Shout out Jazz, shout out Knowledge the Pirate, and just big shout out to Rock Marcy, because when people don't understand is that he's such a big. His name is so big, like getting a cosign. Everybody went to Rock to get cosign or to get hot, whether they want to admit it or not. You understand?
Yeah.
He's the nucleus. He's the guy you go to get busy. So when he hitting me, telling me like, "No, you the one, God. Come on, let's do this together." Then that mean a lot, you know?
Yeah. It gives you that little spark in you too to like kind of keep going forward because you know someone bigger believes in you too.
Yeah. If you got the Jay-Z or the Underground on your phone you know what I'm saying? And y'all talking about doing music and he alley-oop and telling everybody about you, then yeah, man, that's a beautiful thing.
Right, and we got Snowday out now.
Snowday is out. The
Fire project.
I appreciate it, God. Yeah, Snowday EP. I put that out I think a week before the new year. It's doing good. You know, we had a few 100,000 downloads and streams. Right. You know, it comes with a physical brick. You know, like, don't nobody know that. All of these people are just talking this cocaine rap, My shit is like luxury cocaine rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you buy it, this is how GREA8GAWD.
Oh, we still look. We good. The camera. It looks all right. Rob said it looks good. All right.
Okay. So yeah. So what I deliver gave is luxury rap.
Right.
So when you buy the brick, which I made 100 of them. Right. $100 a piece. You cut the brick open, the hard drive is in the brick.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
And I just like, man, ain't nobody ever did that. They talking all this cocaine rap, but now they can say they had their first brick. I don't know if you ever had one, but you got one now.
Would never admit to anything on camera that I don't have to admit to.
Right.
But this is fire. You know, it reminds me of, it's like Pusha T. He did I Made in America this past year. He had a whole, Calvin, remember the phone. The Pusha T, he had a whole thing on Made in America, and he had like all the bricks on stage with him. But what's mad funny is that people who were in the photo pit were told not to take pictures of it. But it's just Calvin, yeah. Yeah, they weren't letting, but obviously not real bricks. Obviously, there's a hard drive in here.
Right.
But it's just kind of funny how we're talking about like cocaine rap and then with the brick and like how. But I think that's weird. If it's a set piece, it's a set piece. You know
It's a set piece.
Pusha T ain't walking into Made in America with hundreds of bricks. You know what I'm saying? Like real bricks. Come on, man.
Right.
But that's fire. So it reminds me of kind of like the Nipsey Hussle shit. You know what I'm saying? When Nipsey sold his project for like $100, $1,000, whatever it was, so a limited amount of copies. Your case, 100. You know what I'm saying? It had number 17 on it.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of that because it's like, you know, you give the listener a bit more of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you get the brick, you get a T-shirt, and you get the refrigerator magnet. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
word, so it comes like a package.
Yeah, you get a whole package deal, $100, man.
That's fire.
And I sold probably like
$100.
89 of them. So like the last 10, I'm gonna take them to the show, and I'm gonna auction those off. I got you know. I got an all-star brick with everybody's signature on it, all the big boys. I'm not gonna say everybody that's on it, but every big artist has signed this brick. So I'm gonna do something special for the audience and the people, you know, the supporters.
So you're gonna try to sell that brick?
I'm gonna sell that brick. That brick is gonna be, like Rock said, this brick right here is gonna be worth a couple $1,000s by the end of the summer. You heard?
I like that. And it's got the QR code on the back.
Right.
So you can scan. I'm assuming this takes me to the project, right?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Yep.
that's fine.
Take you right to GREA8GAWD. And I only sold them on GREA8GAWD.com. I didn't put my project on Spotify. I did those downloads, $20 a piece on my site. And then I finally gave it to Spotify.
Tough. Yeah, because I think like the artists who like, you know, like the Rocks and the people who are in your lane, Griselda, so on and so forth, like they go the extra mile. Y'all go this extra mile and y'all do these special things or put in 38 special, puts in the entire project on only like vinyls.
Right.
And like I look at things like that, I'm like, that's fire because that's very much a lost art in modern, you know, music and whatnot. So when I see artists who do something special like this, I gotta commend y'all because this is not easy to do. It's not easy to sell.
Right.
But the people who fuck with you and the loyal fans, they gonna buy it.
No, they gonna buy it.
They gonna buy it regardless.
Yep, the vinyl just came out too. Go to rrc.com, rrcmusic.com. You can get the vinyls. I think it's only like 12 or 15 of them left though.
Fire.
So we almost sold out of the vinyls in one day. So, you know what I'm saying? It's going up.
Fire.
It's going up.
Man. Congrats on that. So what else you got cooking for the rest of this year?
So the rest of the year, you know, me and Rock gonna work on our project. Me and my artist Sammy Jesus, we working on our project. That's the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring the God Brothers because our clique is called the God Squad. All of the people that's in that clique is the God Brothers. So me and Rock is doing a God Brothers EP that he fully producing, and then I'm gonna do a EP with my God Sammy Jesus. Watch out for him. He about to come light everything up. He's a different type of animal. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just alley-ooping the same way Rock Marciano alley-oop me. I got to alley-oop Sammy Jesus the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Always pay it forward.
Pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? Because if we all each other crutches, then we can't fall. You know what I'm saying? But if I get to the top and I reach my pinnacle and I don't throw nothing down for the ones that's below me, then what? You know? That's whack. But that's what happens in this industry.
Right.
So when Rock did that for me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, nah, you got a special place in my heart forever for that.
Right.
Because man in his stature, they ain't doing that.
Yeah, man.
Without a bag at that, you understand? Without me growing up with you, that's different.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So a couple collab projects on the way. You Rock, you and your artist Sammy
Jesus.
Sammy Jesus
With
on
a
the
G.
way.
Jesus with a G.
Jesus with a G on the way.
Yeah.
Obviously, Snowday out now. Go get those vinyls. There's like a couple left probably by the time y'all seeing this.
Yeah.
What else you got cooking the rest of the year before we get to rapping today?
Man, we about to drop these videos, man. So the whole Snowday EP is put together like Streets is watching, kind of. It's all plays together in a movie, like a half-hour movie.
Okay, word.
So, you know, my niche is filming also. So everything that I do is, you know, it's a little upper echelon. You understand? So the videos look like movies, and everything is just a little bit higher class than what everybody used to seeing in the underground lane. So that's what make GREA8GAWD different. You know what I'm saying?
Word,
Yeah.
man. Well,
Yeah.
congrats on everything, man. Congrats on the new
appreciate you,
deal.
bro. You know
Like I
it.
said, Snowday out now, so make sure you go check that. Collab projects on the way with Sammy Jesus with a G and Rock Marcy also on the way.
Yeah. Shout out Merc Beats too. Everybody always talk about the way that album flow, and he helped curate that. You know, I sent him the records, and he did a beautiful job putting it together, making it sound like
Cohesive.
cohesive, and making it sound like a soundtrack, a movie. So shout out to him. Yeah.
Word, man. Well, make sure you go check out Snowday out now. Before we get out of here, let the people know they can follow you. Anything else we want to let them know. Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Hey, right now I'm on the radar. Gabe, man, I appreciate you. Right, listen, man, go get the Great God EP, Snowday. Follow me at GREA, the number 8, GAWD on all social networks, even on OnlyFans, yo.
Even on OnlyFans.
Yeah, talk about it.
Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up the Snowday project out now. New projects on the way. Rock Marcy deal signed and certified. You already know what that is. Go get the vinyls. Go get whatever bricks is left. Go run up that freestyle. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, Great God on the radar. We in the building.
Yeah,
Love.
appreciate you, God.